Big shout out to Sporting Icons, best channel out there.
Okay, so Tyson Fury's UK-based promoter Frank Warren has spoken about a potential fight with Tyson Fury and Joyce this summer at Wembley Stadium. This is what Frank Warren had to say. I was delighted last week to be able to officially signpost a proper banger of a heavyweight fight for April the 15th, when Big Joyce goes up against Big Bang Zhang, otherwise known as Zhilei Zhang. Our hope, of course, is that the Juggernaut remains on a collision course with Tyson Fury and a big summer date at Wembley. That is the plan if Tyson takes all the belts from Alexander Usyk and Joe does the business on April the 15th in Stratford. There you go, Frank Warren's statement. Now, unless there's more to it, and the Sun didn't print any more of it, it's almost like Frank Warren is saying how Tyson Fury, he beats Alexander Usyk, he gets all those belts, then defends those belts against Joyce in the summer at Wembley Stadium. Now, as we know, that probably won't be the case. What I mean by that is Tyson Fury, if he was to defeat Alexander Usyk, I mean, firstly, I would imagine there's probably a rematch clause, I would imagine, but if there isn't, okay, cool. But regardless, Fury can become undisputed, but Joyce is not next in line. He's not. The WBA have already called Daniel Dubois to fight the winner of Fury-Usyk. The IBF have already called Filip Hrgović to fight the winner of Fury and Usyk. So that's the order of things. So if there is no rematch clause, Tyson Fury defeats Alexander Usyk as an example, he gets all the belts. Well, your first port of call is to go see Daniel Dubois. That's next. Then Filip Hrgović. That will follow suit. Then, currently, Joyce. So, unless Tyson Fury is going to defeat Alexander Usyk at the end of April, and then have a real quick turnaround of fighting Daniel Dubois and then Filip Hrgović before the summer to fit in a summer fight with Joyce at Wembley Stadium. I'm sorry, what? Now, of course, you could look at it the other way. Of course, Daniel Dubois, he is a Queensberry fighter. Frank Warren is the head of Queensberry. Tyson Fury is also a Queensberry fighter. So Frank Warren could say, Tyson, how about let's just vacate the WBA, let Daniel Dubois have that, and then you go fight Joyce. He could do that. But there again, Filip Hrgović is right in the way. So maybe Tyson Fury will get convinced to vacate the IBF. So therefore, if he does fight Joyce in the summer, it will not be for all the belts. Fury would have to vacate the WBA and the IBF to get a Joyce fight. That's a minimum he will have to do, unless they're going to pay step-aside money for the WBA, Daniel Dubois, and the IBF, Filip Hrgović. Would both of them take step-aside? Maybe. Maybe. Would the sanctioning bodies allow step-aside? Maybe. But right now, as it looks, as I said, I personally think Fury and Usyk is going to have a rematch clause. But if they don't, that's cool. But for him to get a Joyce fight, he's going to have to vacate the WBA and the IBF. So Joyce will not be fighting for the undisputed world titles, which is fine. You know, we'll have a crowned undisputed heavyweight world champion. Listen, it would be great if the champion could defend the undisputed crown for a while. But you know what? If he doesn't, he doesn't. It's fine, you know. We've got one. Let the belts fragment if necessary. Get some big fights on. And then go around belt collecting again. Maybe that'll keep Tyson Fury in boxing for a while. Give him something to do. Won't it? So, anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. Hopefully that fight gets announced soon. And, of course, Joyce against Big Bang Zhilei Zhang on April the 15th. All going well for them too. Listen, I would love to see Fury versus Joyce. Love it. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.